Welcome to my leadership speech, teachers, students and parents. My name is Annie McNiven and I have dreamed of being a leader at St. Bridget's, and I am very excited to get a role next year. Before I get into it, I would like to say to the other Year 5s, good luck. I came to this school in 2024, and since I've been here, I've tried my hardest, showing perseverance and resilience. Even though some work is hard for me, I have still tried and I never give up, which sport has helped me to build these learning dispositions. Anyone that knows me knows that I love sport, especially cricket for Bland and footy. I'm here today speaking to you all hoping to get one of my favourite roles, Wadawurrung leader, Catholic identity leader or sports leader. I'm here to persuade all the teachers and students to consider me for these leadership positions. If I get a role, I will be kind, encouraging and inspiring to others. I have a buddy called Adelaide and she is in prep, and my brother Max, who is in Year 4, who I help at school and make sure they are happy and safe. Firstly, Wadawurrung leader is my very first preference. I really enjoy learning about the environment for their land, and I am curious and passionate about Aboriginal history. The elders, the people and how they have lived in Australia for over 60,000 years. Did you know that their ancestral lands extended over 7,800 square kilometres, running from Queen's Cliff to the Otonway Forest, and from the Ballarat goldfields to Mount Emu and Mount Misery? Did you know that the Wadawurrung language was spoken by the 25 clans in their territory? At St. Bridget's, we acknowledge the Wadawurrung people who are the traditional custodians of the land here in Bland at assemblies. But is it just me, or should we have an Aboriginal flag being held proudly at assemblies alongside the Australian flag? Is it just me, or should we do an acknowledgement of country every morning in every classroom? Is it just me, or should we hold our own smoking ceremonies and celebrate Nader Quick more with the support of our local elders? Because I know I do. And I really want a Wadawurrung elder to come to our school and help out during these events, and to speak to our whole school about their history and how it matters to our land and our environment. If I get this role, I will improve our school by building Indigenous representation in our school and our land, including making sure we have native plants. If I get this role, I will be proud and ecstatic to support our rich history and environment through the lens of the Wadawurrung peoples. As the Lorax once said, I speak for the trees. Well, I speak for this role at St. Bridget's to care for our environment and history. And is it true? I really do fit in. And it is true. I really do fit in for this role because of my passion. So please consider me for this position. Secondly, Catholic identity leader is my very second preference. I want this role because Miss Winter has really inspired my passion for RE, the church and mass, and she has allowed me to demonstrate my leadership skills, character, strengths such as being helpful and responsible. I have helped Miss Winter this year and last year during liturgies, helping set up during Father's Day and Mother's Day liturgies. And I really enjoy getting picked and getting to speak up on the microphone. I also enjoy doing RE in class. If you don't know what RE stands for, it means religious education. Isn't that a cool name for a class subject? I like learning about the history of Jesus and the disciples and ways that they show us today to live life being grateful, kind and encouraging. If I get this role, I will help Miss Winter with more masses and greet people when they walk in the mass, so they feel welcomed like Jesus showed us through hospitality. Consider me if you want masses to be fun, engaging and relaxing for our schools, students and parents. Come and consider me, and I'm sure I will make that happen. If I get this amazing role, I promise you I'll be a great helper to Miss Winter. Thirdly, sports leader is my very third preference. As I mentioned earlier, I love playing sport, and I definitely think others do too. As I stated earlier, I play local footy and cricket, and really enjoy it. At our school, if I get this role, I want to make sure we have sports clubs. In term 2, Marcus, Felix and I had a sports club for a couple of weeks that we tried with Miss Bosworth's support. It was very fun watching heaps of students participate and show collaboration and perseverance. So I'm more than capable of this role. As I demonstrated clear communication, patience and being a learner, if I do get sports leader, I want to make sure everyone is happy, safe and enjoy sport. Because sport is for everyone, no matter your abilities, skills or interests. There is always a sport for everyone. I will help and sacrifice my own time to support Miss Violet and Miss Bridget during events like Cross Country, Athletics Day and Winter Sports Day. And other things like how we have the Bulldog trainers come down and train us to be superstars. I know how important and I am appreciative of these opportunities because I have used my own time to make sure that I have proudly represented St. Bridget at our cross country event. I will always use my own time to make sure that all the sports equipment is ready in the mornings and all the balls are pumped up. If you want an amazing sports leader, consider me, and I'll be the best there is in Belen, the country, or even the world. Thank you for listening to my speech, and please take my speech into consideration. Thank you teachers, students and parents for taking the time to listen to my speech. If you want a good leader, you must consider me. I would be an amazing leader who is passionate for any of the roles of Wadawurrung, Catholic identity leader and sports leader. I would feel privileged to represent St. Bridget's in any of these roles and in any capacity. Thank you again, teachers, for helping out with speeches and hearing all of our speeches. Please take as much time as you need today to consider me as your next 2026 leader at St. Bridget's. Goodbye.